All right, everyone, welcome back for another episode of Carnivore Trades. Today's Wednesday, January 8th, 2025. If you've not done so already, please give the video a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. Posting 2 videos a day, pretty much every day. And come find me on carnivoretrades.com for swing trading alerts, analysis, and live day trading. Got a sale going on the Carnivore course as well, 40% off till next Friday. Anyways, let's get into it today. Really awesome start to the year here in the trading room, by the way. And these levels have been working out really well pretty much all year. I think we're 6-0 right now so far. So a lot of levels hitting on ES and NQ, and the volatility is very nice right now. You can see here we kind of just kind of going back over this. We've hit this trend line. Essentially, I'm calling that a hit here. We backed off yesterday, and now today just kind of putting in a higher low. I talked about this morning multiple times. I mentioned this first thing in the morning in the trading room. I mentioned it in the early video this morning. Like, look for, a lot of, this is a very trappy tape here, and I don't think we're going to do a ton. I did say that we'd look for the 585 handle and 5870, which we didn't quite get to 5870, but we got to 585, and we got to close to 510 QQQ. These were levels I was looking to buy at, and we didn't get there, but we did get a nice breakdown or a failed breakdown of the previous low. You can see there on the Qs and the spiders, and that provided a nice long for us intraday. We're still holding a runner on that, so we'll see what happens here. Now, don't forget, tomorrow the market is closed, so you guys are going to wake up and be like, what's happening? No, the market's closed for Jimmy Carter. And Friday we have non-farm payroll. Now, today we had Fed minutes, and well, again, it's Fed minutes generally a nothing burger. They usually are. You can't even tell. You probably wouldn't even know where they were on the chart if I didn't tell you about that. But it was right here, 13.50 and then 14. We had a nice bid off that. Some hedges coming off there. Why? It's usually not a big deal. It's really kind of a nothing burger. They said, inflation risks are higher, but like I've been saying here recently, I think that's getting priced in now. Look at ZB today. That's a pretty good tail candle, and I'm going to say here on record now, I officially am starting to like bonds. I think we're starting to get some buy signals hit the tape. ZB, getting that pretty steep divergence there. Very pronounced on the 4-hour as well. So bears breaking this flag, but not following through. And why is this a big deal to me? Well, I think, first of all, it would be a shame if non-farm payroll came out better than expected, or even just slightly cooler than expected. But even if it is hot, Evan, you kind of, like, it's kind of, this trade is already one-sided as can be. And by the way, when bonds go down, that means people are shorting them, right? So there's squeeze potential here. Take a look at the 10-year. We've talked about this level here. 786, pivot high, 475. And you got look, that's a legit shooting star. Topping tail, if you want to call it that. You can see I highlighted this area here on the 30s. Didn't quite get to 5%, but definitely a little reversal candle there. Now, I'm not saying they can't go a little higher. I think I even said a day or two ago that we might even tag 5% just because we got so close to it. It's not impossible, but we're starting to get a little long in the tooth here. And even if we do spike, if bonds spike down one more time on non-farm payroll, I think that probably marks a low. So I think that's going to help out the market. That would be my bias here. And you can see right now, I'm just going to use TLT because it trades market hours. But look at the pattern here. In fact, I'll just put it on right now. So it's been a while since we've seen this, but it is trading in a perfect positive correlation here with the spiders. Like, right, spiders go up, this goes up, goes down, go down, right? So I think that stabilization, not necessarily yields don't need to crash or anything, but the market's looking for stabilization here. And the same thing goes for the dollar, right? Dollar very, very strong still, trying to get through 109.50. Again, can it spike through? Sure. I just think it's it's gotten kind of one-sided here. Likewise, can the market spike down? Yeah, that's always possible too. I've talked about this possibility here. I like it on the Qs. I'm going to go to the 4 hours. I just think it's a little bit easier to see, but I've brought it up here, but you can actually see predicted this exact possible, well, I wouldn't say I predicted, but it's a possible path. This was back when everybody was ready to throw themselves off a cliff. I said, look for a low here. And, you know, RSI bounce up. Maybe it goes to oversold after hitting that top side. And then you got the 200 MA right there upsloping. Oh, where are we right now? On the Qs, right? Went right up there, top side of that wedge. You know, maybe it bounces to oversold or gets close. Maybe it puts a, you know, it spikes the low but puts in a divergence. I don't know where it's going to be, but point is, we could see that kind of path play out, and that could even take you down to the 5 handle. So, and then you got the 100 moving average right there, previous all-time high. So a lot of meat in that area if that were to happen. So just something to watch, something to consider there. On the other side, using ES a little bit more lately, so forgive me. Yeah, so yeah, back above 592. Actually, yeah, we'll use SPX to make it easy. Back above 59.50. I think you can make a really good case that there's a low in here. The reason for that is because we get above 59.50 with acceptance. I think we're going to test 6 again. If we test 6 again, I don't think it holds. I think maybe you get a one or 2 day dip, but then it breaks. Why? Because you got 3 hits here. That would be the 3rd hit. I just don't see it holding here if we were to go back up through 59.50 again. But right now, I'm doing the video a little early. Market is mostly kind of pinned. We've been very range bound all day. And I got a members live stream at 4 o'clock that I'm going to do. So I'm just kind of hanging in there right now. I do think if the VIX surges tomorrow, we're probably looking at like 21 or 22 as like max move. So that's not tomorrow, that's Friday. But that could change between now and then. But I think that's about where I can see it going. So that's it. We'll see what we got. ES does have higher lows, unlike the spiders. Let's flip over to the Russell. That's had higher lows intraday. It is down more than everything else. Again, yields, right? So that's pushing the Russell down. I know everybody's going to look at this and say bear flag, but you got to look at, like, this is one of the things I see retail traders do all the time. Nobody looks at what they're going into. They just look at the pattern like 1 foot in front of their face. So, you know, looking out here just to help you visualize it. I don't need to look at this. I can just look at it, but this will help you visualize it. You know, this is 4 months worth of buyers here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, like 4.5 months. We've been in this area for, you know, 3 or 4 weeks. So yeah, it may look like a bear flag at face value, but it's going to be hard to push through that. Now we have been consolidating, but you know, we got the 200 right below. We could spike down and then, you know, rally back up. But back above 225, as you guys know, we're going to squeeze. So nothing's changed on that front. But just to visualize that for you, and then the Dow here again, same, looking at that trend line down there. So nothing's changed on those fronts there. SMH down 91 basis points, holding our trend line here. Let's get rid of this one for now. We're holding this one here. And you're going to want to hold that if you're a bull. But good level to level action. Again, NVIDIA into the T140 area. That's not a coincidence. That's the reason I give these levels out. IGV fractionally lower. Just like a lot of things here, the spiders are essentially flat. All right, Dow Transport's up 3 points. So again, flat, just like a lot of other things. Again, kind of looking bear flag-ish like a lot of other things. But again, a lot of meat in here. And again, right into this trend line. We're very close to it. So there's an area down there. And then again, back above 16.2. Could squeeze us back up to 16.6, maybe 16.8. So we already talked about rates. You guys know my thoughts on that. XHP, looking for a little bit. So again, watch here. This is, again, not a coincidence, right? I've been talking about XHP. I said it's getting kind of interesting here. Look at the 4 hour. I think I said this yesterday. I know I said it in the trading room this morning, but look at the 4 hour. Nice divergence building up. And who cares, Aaron? It's just XHP. Yeah, but look at the spiders. Look at the Russell. Look at the Dow. Look at the NASDAQ. Why is this up 1%? Why? Could it be because bonds may have bottomed? So looking for these little clues here will tell you things. Now, who knows? Maybe it's a false signal, but chances are it probably isn't. We're probably getting close to a low here. So we didn't quite fill out that head and shoulders target. If this rallies back up, we'll just call it satisfied. But keep those little things on watch. The reason why I cover these sectors, I don't just cover them for no reason. But a VNQ here up 4 cents, same look, right? Down move. This is what we call, liquidity grab. So, oh, it's a bear flag, it's a bear flag, it's a bear flag. And then, right, you gotta look at what you're going into. Right, and how you're set up too. We haven't reset anything here. This is not a reset RSI. Again, not that RSI is the be all end all. It's not. It fails a lot, but it often gives you a very good clue when you put everything else together. Anyway, XLF fractionally higher here today. Again, same look. Oh, it's a bear flag, but you're going into a lot here. Seeing this chart everywhere. KRE down 3 cents. Again, it's almost the same chart as IWM and a lot of regional banks, but again, 4 months of buyers here. It's going to take a lot of momentum to break that if it's going to break in 1 week or 1 month rather. KBE, same thing. Broker dealers here, green as always. Little inside day of yesterday again, still healthy, but still way overbought on the monthly. Oil is interesting here. So nice reversal, but never took out yesterday's low. I don't think doesn't look like it did. Yeah, never took out yesterday's low. So we'll see. It made a new high and it closed red, but it's hanging in there. It didn't take that low out. Not that it's the end of the world if it took it out, but it might suggest lower prices down to 72, 71. But yeah, it's holding up. Good reversal, maybe a little M top on the hourly. But we'll watch this for pattern. If this just bakes in the oven and goes sideways, a 20 MA can catch up the price and it can go higher. Right. All right. XLE down 27 cents. Nothing great, nothing terrible. Again, same thing applies. It's sideways here. XOP holding up though, up 26, and then OIH down. Again, it's had a nice pop off the lows. Uranium stocks, starting with CCJ, down 2, but we finally got to our level. Look at that. So finally got into that 49 area, tagged to 200, and it came off of it. We'll see what it does here. I haven't played with it in a while, but I'm just kind of covering it because I know everybody will complain if I don't. But we're watching that green bar low at 50.12, and it's holding on a weekly close for now. So CJ hanging in there. NM. Again, dipping again into that trend line's been good. I just drew that on there a while back, and I haven't touched it. It just keeps going right there, and look at the market still respecting it. So nice trend line there, getting a bounce. There's NJ looking a little bit better. Nat gas up 6%, down 6. Look at this, up 6% Monday, down 6% Tuesday, up 6% Wednesday. So unbelievable here. Hey, the higher lows are holding. If we can break 372, 373, we can try for 4 again. It's been cold here in Florida, I'll tell you that. Way colder than normal. Dollar, it looks like it's coming in a little bit now. We check the 24-hour. Yeah, it's rolling over just a little bit. But still pretty strong. No sell signal, but I think it's just, it's way low in the tooth. I see bonds upticking right now. So it tells me, spiders are upticking. Yep. You guys know I like gold. 44 basis points. A nice sell in the middle of the day, but then came right back. Again, I like this. I like the position it's in, right? It's getting a bid on instability as yields go higher, but if yields come down, it's going to get its, a bit on easing expectations. I like the weekly inside bar. Looks good. I think this is setting up to trend here. I don't know if it's going to be right away, but I think it's getting ready. Silver, same thing. Big, nice falling wedge. Got to clear this 31 area. But again, this is up with yields and the dollar rallying. A lot of strength there. Look at platinum. Even platinum is up. Palladium's still tightening up. So I think PMs are in a really good position here. There's copper finally. Failed breakdown, liquidity grab. Nice break of the trend line here. So let's say 434 to 440 is our next big area. So that's where we broke down from. We had a pivot right there. But you just grabbed shorts though. Shorts are running for the hills right now. Because guess what? They all shorted right here, right? CTAs and those guys. They jumped on right there. And boom, that's how you get that move. Very much like this, right? Very much like that. Happens all the time. BNQ, right? So watch for those patterns. They happen all the time. All right, cryptos today. Little pedestrian, kind of quiet. Whole market is quiet here. Bitcoin taking a little bit of a hit. And, well, I shouldn't say it's quiet. It's pretty good volatility. But nice move off the lows by the end of the day. Good pop. We talked about this. Watch for the kind of those failures, right? The first move is usually fake when you're in a tight range for a long time. So we'll watch it. I think they want to try and break this area because I know it's going to cause a lot of people to panic. But again, you can still back off on the weekly just like this did. And it can be okay. So we'll just see if the moving average catches up or not. But not terrible, but definitely backed off pretty nicely. So anyway, let's just take a look here. So yeah, we're just about 5,900, kind of inching up. Yeah, through this area, right around 5,920 on SPX. SPY 590. Yeah, we'll just say SPY 590. That's easier for you guys. That's a little bit of a squeeze level, and then I'm gonna say just 5,950, which is gonna be right in that kind of zone there. So 593. I know it's kind of a weird number, but right in that area would be kind of your next squeeze trigger. And I think if you get above that, you can make the case that percentages are now much higher in the bulls. That we're gonna not only make new highs, but we'll get up to this trend line and then make new highs. But bears gotta break this thing down here, and I still think there's still a lot of buyers waiting at 500 if we were to come down there, but we'll see. So anyways, guys, I'll wrap it up here. Again, you guys take care, enjoy your day off, and I'll see you guys all on Friday.